What's up, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Rocky Smith. As you know, I'm an influencer of masculinity. I encourage men to grab their balls back, take control of their lives, and become the man that they were always destined to be. Make sure the quality's good, okay? Now, today's conversation is going to be about not burning out in the process of trying to change your life. It's January, what's today? Fucking January the 3rd? Today's January the 3rd. And a lot of the time, January 3rd and January 1st, a lot of you have had New Year's resolutions of how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that, and all amped up, all motivated, ready to go. And that's good. That's great. Like that's a huge part of it is energy, is just showing up. But something that people don't talk about is how easy it is to burn out in the process of trying to change your life. If you were in the gym once every 2 weeks last year, what makes you think you're going to go to the gym 7 days a week? Let's set realistic goals. And I'm as delusional as they come. Delusional optimism has got me where I'm at in this life and will continue to get me where I'm going in life. Being delusional, but you also have to set realistic expectations. You know yourself. Don't say you're going to go to the gym 7 days a week or 5 days a week when you've been going once every 2 weeks. It's going to burn you out. You need to be able to flow into it. Okay, set a goal of like, hey, I'm going to go 2 days a week. I don't have work Saturday, so I'm going to go Saturday morning. Wednesday is usually a pretty chill day. I'm going to go during lunchtime on Wednesday, or I'm going to go after work on Wednesday, or I'm going to wake up early on Wednesday and go. Set realistic expectations, and then that way anything above that is optional. And once you get to a point to where that 2 days a week is easy, it's sustainable for you, then you ramp it up. You don't even have to go to the gym. Like if you decide, hey, I want to make 2026 a year where I get my body together and I hone in and I really lock in for once. If you're intimidated by the gym, don't go to the fucking gym. Okay. Now, I'm a big believer in going to things that, like in the Marines, that they used to say, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Go after fear. Don't let fear control your life. But there's also a moment where you need to build some momentum. And building momentum can start at home. You can do 4 sets of 25 push-ups. You can do push-ups in between each commercial. You can take your dog on a 2 mile walk. There's a bunch of little things that you can do, before you take that big leap. There's a bunch of things that you can do before you take that big leap. And this video is basically going to be about how you can be prepared to go into the gym and how to be prepared to go into, different challenges in life the right way, without overexposing yourself or without burning yourself out or without making the shit harder than it has to be. Whenever I got out of the Marines and I let my body go, it's 8 months of downhill. Everything was fucking downhill. And it started because I didn't have the thing that made me me, the thing that the foundation of my life was built on, which was fitness. I didn't have that. I let it go. And whenever I finally decided to lock back in, the first thing I did, because I was dealing with injuries, I got out of the military on, I got out of the military all fucked up. All right. All fucked up. And the first thing that I did was I mastered my body. I had back issues, so I did a lot of core work. I did a lot of push-ups. I lived in Long Beach at the time, so I would drive down. I'd actually walk down to the beach, and I would do pull-ups on the little pull-up machine. I would do push-ups. I would master my body. Master your body first. If you can't do a squat, you have no business jump. You can't do an air squat or a squat jump or 20 or 10 air squats. You have no business jumping underneath a fucking bar. That's how you hurt yourself. That's how shit gets ugly. Master your body first. Take a step. We spend so much time focused on step 10 when we haven't even taken the step that's right in front of us. Take that first step. And that first step could be, you go get some walking shoes, some workout shoes. That first step could be you getting a gym membership. That first step could be you buying some fucking bands and a couple dumbbells and shit off of Amazon. Like, take the first step and master the first step. And then by the time you get to step 10, you're more than capable and more than prepared for step 10. So, like I said, whenever I got out of the military, whenever I was making my transition back into fitness, back into taking control of my life, the first thing I did was I mastered my body. Once I mastered my body, then I went to a gym, and I didn't try to go find the most packed gym. I went actually when I found me a 24-hour fitness, if you know what that is, out in the middle of nowhere, and I was living in Buena Park at that time. After I moved from Long Beach, I moved to Buena Park, and there was there's a 24-hour fitness over there that was fucking empty. It was great, it wasn't intimidating. There weren't a bunch of cameras around. There weren't a bunch of people. I went when no one was there, and I started building myself up again. Yeah, I wore oversized joggers and oversized jacket because I was ashamed of my body, but that was my start. And after doing that consistently for 5 to 6 months, I decided to challenge myself further. Now, at this time, I'm making a bunch of money in real estate, and not real estate at that time. I'm making a bunch of money in tech sales, but again, like I said, money was great, but I didn't feel good. I felt empty. I felt lost. I felt without, and I challenged myself even further. I hired a bodybuilding coach. I did some fucking crazy shit. I never thought I would do a fucking bodybuilding show, but that's what makes us men, is doing things that are hard, doing things that challenge us, proving ourselves right. I made this video a couple days ago. It's basically like, you imagine spending $200 an hour to speak to a therapist about why you're broken instead of investing $50 a month into a gym membership to prove to yourself that you're not broken. You're not broken. You just need to take the first step. You need to hold yourself accountable. You need to show up. You need to keep your word to yourself. But more importantly, you need the strong support system. You need people around you who love you, who uplift you, who will support you, but who are going to keep it a fucking buck with you and tell it how it is. It's not too late. You're not too far gone. And I know you got a lot of energy right now. I don't know when you're going to see this video. Like I said, today is January 3rd. I don't know when you're going to see this fucking video, but I hope whenever you see it, this acts this is a symbol of get the fuck up and do it. And honestly, I got this tattoo. It's called 444. It's not called 444. Can you fucking see it? So 444 to me means every time I see it, it means act on the thing that is on my mind. Every time I see 444 somewhere, it's like pull the trigger, fucking do it. And I usually know what it is, exactly what it is. Like fucking do it, just do it. So that's why I got 444. And when people see that on me, I hope that it means the same thing to them, and they just fucking do it. It's not too late, bro. It's not too late. All you gotta do is just fuck the excuses. Fuck those excuses. Fuck talking about it. All right. Talking has never got anything done. But action does. Action gives you evidence. Action gives you data. So just show up, take it step by step. Like I said, you don't got to go to the gym and you don't have to know everything. If you need little workouts, message me. If you're Instagram, there's tons of videos on how to do certain, how to train certain body parts. There's tons of information out there, and you just got to find a video and that breaks down how to do said thing, and you got to do it. And you don't have to have it all figured out all at once. I get it. And the thing is, like, especially when you're a man, when you're a confident man, you want to, no one likes being green. And I say green in the sense of inexperience. No one likes to go, especially a man, like no man wants to go into something not knowing what the fuck he is, but what the fuck he's doing. But, that's just part of the journey. So, like I said, go to the gym. Go to the gym when no one else is in there. And prime hours for the gym is 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Those are about the prime time for the gym. So if you can go in there at 2 o'clock, 2 to 4, 2 to 3, get out. Anytime before 8 o'clock, get in, get out. 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. if that's, that's when you're able to get in the gym because of life, get in there then, get in the gym and do some stretches. Do a little bit of cardio. Read the room, scope it out, build that confidence up again. Study people, figure out where you want to go. I used to go to the gym and, this is when I let myself go. Like I said, I've always been in shape for the most part. I've always been a really fit guy, but, I had really bad body dysmorphia. I wasn't proud of my body. I was embarrassed of it. And I was times where like I would sit on the treadmill and I would figure out what workouts I would follow my favorite influencers or favorite influencers who were like posting workouts, guys who had good workouts. I would follow those guys and while I'm on the treadmill or the Stairmaster doing my post workout, my pre-workout cardio, I'd be mapping out what exercises I need to do. So um it starts there. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is a symbol of starting. Right? Don't burn out. Set realistic expectations, but just make sure you start and don't spend so much energy worried about step 10 when you haven't even done step 1. Like I said, I'll be posting more videos, more information on peptides and things of that sort because a lot of the time, you know, biohacking is going to help you out a whole lot. Biohacking is going to change your life if you can be open minded enough, if you can be responsible enough, if you don't mind helping yourself. All right. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. If you don't follow me on all my platforms, it's Rocky Era again. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna keep pumping these fucking YouTube videos out because someone out there needs them. See you on the next one, guys.